Okay, one man's attempt to resell his Beyonce tickets turned into a $2 surprise.
Yeah, that's because bots grabbed his premium seats for just pocket change.
Ooh.
On Your Side's Christine Lazar joining us now with the warning for anyone selling online. Christine, this is really scary.
Yeah, well, I just want to caution, StubHub says there's no proof that it was bots, but he has his suspicions because it happened so quickly. And I think we've all experienced something like this, where you put it in your checkout and you go back to pay and all of a sudden it's gone. And you're like, how did a human do that so fast? And in this case, it was like, how did someone notice the error so quickly?
Wow.
So StubHub says this was an error on the part of the seller, but cybersecurity experts tell me consumers should be very careful on ticket selling sites, both in the primary and secondary market, because bots can quickly take advantage of any mistake you make.
Oh, great, the ticket's sold.
Damon Gonzalez thought he had done a good deed for his friend, helping to sell her Beyonce tickets on StubHub.
But then when I looked closer, I saw that they were sold for $2 each. And I was just horrified.
The tickets, with a face value of $277, were sold for just $2. How did it happen? Gonzalez says he wanted to lower the price to $200 to see if they'd sell faster. But he says after he went in to edit the listing, he typed the number 2 and then got up to grab a cup of coffee.
And then I got an email saying that the tickets were sold.
Gonzalez says he never hit save or confirmed the amount.
I didn't even realize that I didn't finish typing because I got distracted for a second. It wasn't even 2.00, it was just 2.
Gonzalez contacted StubHub and was told what likely happened was that the system updated the listing before he was done editing. He asked for a refund, but was told by customer service, sorry, but there's nothing else we can do. Gonzalez thinks it wasn't a person who snatched up the tickets for 99% off, but a bot.
Because what are the chances that somebody's sitting at their computer constantly refreshing to see if there's a really low ticket price? And it wasn't that much time. I got up from my desk. It might have been, I walked 3 feet and the tickets were gone.
In a statement to us, StubHub said, we've reviewed this issue closely and found no evidence that bots were involved. But a 2019 study by a bot mitigation company found that nearly 40% of traffic across primary and secondary ticketing platforms is comprised of bots.
Bots looking for deals, looking to inventory hoard, to grab tickets, right, to arbitrage tickets. It's a really, really big problem.
Cybersecurity expert Frank Terrell with Arcos Labs provided us with these screenshots from the dark web that show bots for sale, even a bot that specifically targets the secondary marketplace.
There are software scripts, bots, that are looking for price anomalies. That's all they do. They search the sites and they're literally going, is there a price drop? Is there some arbitrage opportunity? Are the tickets well below market value? And they scoop them up super fast. Milliseconds.
And that's how Terrell thinks Gonzalez's Beyonce tickets went for $2 in the time it took to pour a cup of coffee.
So how does the consumer protect themselves when they're up against non-human bots on these websites?
So 2 things. 1, focus on legitimate sites that are using technology to stop the bots at the edge, up front. Or take the tickets offline, make the adjustments to those fields, and then put them online. Or use the pricing field as the last adjustment you make so that you can't walk into a left hook, if you will.
StubHub returned Gonzalez's Beyonce tickets. A spokesperson told me they do have protection for this type of error, and he should have been made whole as soon as he contacted customer service. So they did do the right thing, and StubHub says they are, very careful about keeping bots out. Obviously, nothing is foolproof, and, it's a problem.
And we all pay.
Yes.
Yeah, we all tend to pay higher prices too, because what these bots do is they go in, they find tickets when there is a change, they scoop them up, and then what do? They resell them
for
much higher.
Yes.
And don't mess with someone's Beyonce tickets, right?
Right? I mean, but can you imagine if you got Beyonce tickets for $2? It would be quite the steal. They are, the guy who listed them, he lives in the back house of the person who owned the tickets, and they're still friends.
Okay,
so it didn't end their friendship.
I'd be calling Christine, be like, Christine, someone took my tickets. Thank you, Christine.
Now you can get your KCAL news, weather, and live stream all in one place on the CBS News app. Download it free today.